Good morning, students. Hope all of you are well at home. Stay at home because this is the only way to keep yourself safe. Today we'll be discussing about ICSE English paper. You have two English paper, English 1 and English 2. English 1 is your English language paper and English 2 is literature paper. Both the paper contains 80 marks and time duration is 2 hours. Today here I'll be talking about English 1 paper. That is language paper. That is my paper. I'll be discussing about this. Let's discuss about the question pattern first. English 1, that is English language. English language paper. Here also 80 marks. It is a 80 marks paper and time is 2 hours duration. Let's talk about the question pattern. Here, this paper consists of 5 questions and all are compulsory. Question number 1. First question, that question number 1, it is composition. You have to write it. It is a composition. You have to write one essay out of 300 to 350 words. Here choices will be given here. Out of 5 topics, you have to select one and write. Various kinds of essays will be here, just like narrative essay, descriptive essay, argumentative essay, short story and picture description. Out of these, the one you have to select and write, the one you fill the comfortable one, that you have to select and write. Okay, about this essay writing, that is composition, I'll be discussing it later on. Now we are talking about this, we are discussing about the question paper. So out of this 5 questions, question number 1 is composition. So 5 topics will be given. Out of this you have to select one and write one. Okay, and it carries 20 marks. The question number 1 carries 20 marks. Then what is there? Question number 2. It is letter writing. Question number 2 is letter writing. Here also you have choices. 2 letters will be given. One is formal and another is informal letter. Out of these 2, one you have to select and write, and it carries 10 marks. This letter writing carries 10 marks. You should have the proper, you should know the proper format for each letter. Okay, format carries the mark. Then expression, you have different marks. I'll be discussing this again later on. This question number 2 is letter writing. Then come to 3. Question number 3 is notice writing. About notice writing, a particular situation will be given. Out of this, you have to write one notice to give information about some incident and about some occasion to a particular group of people. That is notice writing. It is subdivided into 2 parts: notice writing and email writing. Notice writing, and it carries 5 marks. And then number B is email writing. It also carries 5 marks. Email on the same content. Remember students, notice and email, you have to both these two you have to write on the same content. The content is given for the situation is given for the notice writing. Email also on the same content, just like notice. Email is nothing but the shorter form of letter writing. All the steps just like letter you have to follow here, but it is a shorter one than comparing to the letter. And this is written just like email is written for inviting the neighboring school, like this also I will discuss later on. Then what is there? Number 4. Question number 4, it is about comprehension. You will be given one comprehension, means one passage, one prose passage, unseen prose passage. That passage you have to read it, understand it, and then your understanding power will be tested by the teacher by asking various type of questions. Just like Your vocabulary power will be tested by giving you 3 words. You have to 3 words from the passage will be given. You have to write the meaning for those words. The meaning you have to write in 1 or 2 words or in a phrase, but not in a complete sentence. To keep it in mind, you have to give the meaning of the words in a phrase, not in a sentence. Then what is there? You have to very short answer question will be asked. 5 questions will be asked from the passage. Remember, all the answers are there in the passage. All the answer you will get from the passage. The 5 questions, very short answer required here. You have to write the answers to the point. Okay, no extra thing, no unnecessary detail you will give here. What the question asks, that you will be answering here. 5 questions will be given, asked here. You will be answering it to the point. Each so 3 word meaning carries 3 mark, and 5 questions carries 2, each carries 2 mark, means total 10 and 3 13. And another question is asked here, that is you have to write the summary. For that summary, you will be given a particular question. That question you have to answer. For writing the summary, here the teacher tests you. Here the teacher try to test your understanding power, your power of distinguishing the main points from the unnecessary details. How far you can distinguish this, separate the main points from the unnecessary. What the question is given for the summary, that you will be answering. That answer you have to write it in 2 drafts. One is rough draft and the fair draft. 2 drafts you have to write, and you have to write the drafts in grid. So do keep in mind. So that here your unseen passage, prose passage is one unseen prose passage is will be given, and you have to answer it various ways. Okay, and the teacher will see your comprehending, your understanding power, how far you can grasp the meaning of that passage. So what you under, don't copy the answer, don't do the copy paste from the passage for the answers. Write the implied meaning in your own words, the answer, try to give the answers. So comprehension is over. Then what is the question number 5? Question number 5 is all about functional grammar and usage of language. Very short type questions. You have to answer. Just like for grammar section, you have what? First of all, question number 5 is subdivided into 4 kinds. Just like first of all, one passage you will be given. In that passage, 8 blanks will be there. Beside the blanks, some words will be given. That words are not in their proper form, means correct form. You have to write the correct form of the verse. For that, the knowledge of tense is required. So I will be discussing tense in detail afterwards. So the 8 words will be there, not in their correct forms. Okay, you have to write their correct tense forms. So that word in their correct form you have to write. Then what is there? Number B, 5, question number B, that is fill in the blanks with appropriate words. Your council means hide this very word preposition. They don't use the word preposition, but you, the students, have to understand it, that fill in the blanks with appropriate words means fill in the blanks with preposition. The council conceals it, hides it, but the student have to understand it. So correct preposition you have to use. 8 blanks will be there. 8 prepositions you are required to write there. Each carries half mark, means 4 marks. Then what is there? 5C. 5C is join the given sentences. Some sentences will be 4 sentences will be given. Joining, you have to join both of them by using the conjunctions. So you have to learn conjunctions in detail. These conjunctions, just like the instruction will be there. Join the following sentences without using and, but, and so. So and, but, and so you cannot use, except this using other conjunctions. You have to, just like though, although, inspired, despite, like this, you have to join the sentences. And at last, number D, 5D is there. There you have to write what? Transformation of sentence. Means you have to transform the very same in English. Very same sentences can be described in different ways, in beautiful ways. It is very interesting, the more you have the knowledge of transformation of sentence, your writing skill also will be improving. How? Means the same sentence you will be learning here, the same sentence how beautifully can be expressed in different way. So it is very interesting that if you have more knowledge about this transformation of sentence, so you can, your writing power of also your composition, just like letter writing, everything will be improving with this. Okay, you have to learn this. So this is your question pattern. Today in this class I have discussed about the question pattern only. In my next class I'll be discussing about tense. Okay, thank you. Okay.